Welcome to Roots Devour. Spreading the root system. The origin of life is not the sea, but the sprout in the deepest depths of the forest. The dense foliage isolates the forest from the outside world, leaving the forest as dark as midnight even though it is only midday. News travels fast. The reports of missing people in the woods tense my nerves tighter than ever. I've walked this path countless times, yet it never feels familiar. Right now, I just want to finish my work and get out of here. The stench of flesh and blood hits my nose, and a sudden wave of fear freezes both my body and mind as the bushes behind me start to rustle. In a fog, I recall my breakfast. A slice of plain toast, no cheese. So, this is my end. With a pleasing wail, you fall to the ground like a newborn. Though the emptiness of your birth overwhelms your mind, a desperate thirst calls to you. Blood. Clearly, these puny creatures can't fill your emptiness. Human? Question mark. Resembles a human, but its species is currently unconfirmed. Cannot be connected and will block spread. Plant can be destroyed by certain power. The remains of the forest left after being cut down. The roots of the trees that still maintain the posture of survival go deep into the ground, hindering our spread, and the only way is to annihilate. Corpse. Bloodless. An object drained of blood, devoid of further value. The miserable life that had been drained of blood was now only a corpse that occasionally twitched slightly. Their blood has become a stepping stone for us to move forward, and the corpses left behind still have value that can be dedicated. In this creature's mind, there was nothing but you. What a useless piece of trash. Creature lies motionless on the ground, but you can hear its heart pounding. No! The tendril wraps around the creature's torso, and you felt it deflate rapidly, like a balloon? This is how this human would describe it. Oh. This creature falls motionless, its limbs hanging limply like a puppet with broken strings. You feel your mastery of the human language becoming more adept. Despite the emptiness that lingers within, the faint scent of a familiar flower drifts through the blood as it patiently awaits your arrival. Somewhere further. Run now! My legs, they won't move. Brother, you'll have to hold it off for us. They knock their so-called brother to the ground and flee for their lives. Oh, don't leave me here. It's coming. Bestow the favor of the Great Mother upon the creature in the forest. Creatures in the forest. Ah! Hi there, Oni. How's it going? What are you gonna get up to tonight? Make sure he buys you nuts and bolts with a supplemental oil caprice. The cultists are running from me. It's entirely possible my existence is now viewed as the evil one, so who knows? Blood absorption rate is at the top. Continue connecting upwards to explore the surrounding. Use WSD or hold the right mouse button on a vacant place to drag and move the camera. Tab or M to open the map. Find the fleeing cultists. Neat! Get 'em. I cannot scroll down. Okay, so up really is the only direction to go. This is rat footprint. Suspicion. It feels suspicious and might trigger an event. The footprints of strange mice seem to be deliberately left to guide us. Small creature. Can be captured directly and serves as a blood bag. Contains a small amount of blood and provides 1 point of blood per second. Small creatures can be seen everywhere in the forest, and they can easily be picked up by simply stretching out their roots and turned into the blood we need. Connecting to cards requires blood. Insufficient blood will prevent connections. That's fair. Press space to toggle pause. Roots will absorb blood when the game is not paused. The veins of the plants lead you here, where you discover a creature, the very human who uttered the word brother earlier. You've come to understand that brother is, at very least, a synonym for something expendable. Teeth chatter. Damn it, my arse. You feel blood dripping onto the plant's branches from the gaping hollows where this creature's eyes once were. Oh, I didn't read that, whoops. You haven't forgotten this one. It's a heartbeat so noisy and distracting. Ah! Its fierce resistance fills you with excitement, and your tendrils tighten more, evidently beyond what it can endure. Limbs contains a small amount of blood that can be absorbed directly, even though it has been separated into small pieces of flesh. Though the fragrance of blood has not dissipated for a long time, you can tell that the delicious corpses on the ground originated from the same human being. There are many cards in the forest. Help your roots explore. Hover over a card and double-click to collect it. acidic soil. Withering can affect drains plants. Though simple chemical reactions, a sludge-like substance can be produced to destroy lower plants, obstructing root spread. And now no more roadblock? What did it say for the watchtower? Reveal. Reduce blood consumption by 20 points upon spread. Towering watchtower. If you enter it, you can clearly see the surrounding scenery. The farther the card is connected, the more blood it costs. You can view the consumption value at the cursor upon connection. The rat here that I cannot get to at this time. Okay. It's the details on a rock. Unable to connect and impedes root growth, can only be destroyed by rare means. These solid inorganic substances are difficult to be eroded by our venom, and must be destroyed with greater power. Blood-drained creatures will turn into bloodless corpses. What is a bloodless object drained of blood, devoid of further value? The miserable life that had been drained of blood was now only a corpse that occasionally twitched slightly. Their blood has become a stepping stone for us to move forward, and the corpses left behind still have value that can be dedicated. Alright, so still grab them. Can't get to this rat. If the connected route is too long, it will consume a large amount of water. If the water is depleted, the exploration will end. Also a deer out here. Medium-sized creature contains more blood and provides 2 points per second. Thick skin cannot be directly connected. It can be removed by digestion. Although the plump, medium-sized creature in the forest can still be easily captured, their thick skin means that they can only be eroded by digestive mucus before they can offer blood obediently. Cultist corpse flesh chunk. Perfectly preserved chunks of flesh. This unrecognizable corpse seems familiar, but a small life is not worth remembering at all. Only the weird echo stays in the mind. Anyway, there is no harm in feasting on it. Amidst the plant remains, the scent grows even stronger and a tendril buried deep underground wraps around you. As your tendrils intertwine, the emptiness that once enveloped you gradually fades, replaced by a different kind of pain, an inexplicable thirst. Yum 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 yum. I have something to say, but first. Even though you've never seen this plant before, a sense of familiarity lingers, like the word family in human language. You still can't tell whether the source of the familiarity is human language or other things. This plant said again, "It's not often you meet someone who can communicate like I do, right? How about a handshake? In the way humans do, extend your tendrils toward me." Suspicion. It feels suspicious and might trigger an event. The flower of cannot sound, it must be. About charred corpse. Bloodless. Miserable life that was once been drained blood is now only a corpse that occasionally twitched slightly. Their blood has become a stepping stone. I've already read that. With the connection established, the pain doesn't fade but grows even more intense. When you try to retract your tendrils, you realize they're firmly ensnared. Flora. It clutches your tendrils tightly, drawing out the substance known as water from your body. An even sharper pain surges over you. Insufficient water reserves. I have received your offering of gratitude. Return to altar. The altar. Don't take it too seriously, it's just a small joke. Like just now, without water, we can't move on the surface. But don't worry, if your water depletes again, I will take you back. As for the harvested blood, it may allow you to tap into Mother's power, even if just a little. Connect your tendrils to Mother's roots. With every devoted offering, your power will grow stronger. Water boost, obtaining grace. What does nature say? Receive talents within... Good luck draining the flesh bags. Thank you, Oni. Within the root systems lie unknown and mysterious powers awaiting discovery. Only the humans on the surface remain unaware of this world. Increases the initial amount of water carried. Unlocks mutation ability to obtain card packs by sacrificing blood. As the blood flows into Mother's withered roots, the void from your blood loss summons an invisible power from deep within you. Before the blood moon rises, the cultists escort their livestock along the winding, precipitous mountain path, reaching the summit to prepare for yet another sacrifice. It was once overgrown with dense shrubs until it was forced to bear the name of a road. This is Flora. Driven by the emptiness of your birth, you were pushed into a small hut filled with drifting floral fragrances. A lotus that could speak caught your attention. At her suggestion, you extended your vines to perform a handshake, a gesture of goodwill, mimicking human behavior. As you already know, when you awoke again, you were at the altar. It is clear that the small amount of blood is far from enough. It's time to return to the forest. I hope you will be careful about kind creatures this time. What was considered a kind creature? Flora? ceremony. Despite your lingering doubts about the lotus, the truth is indeed as she said. As the disguise of reality is torn apart by the roots, you manage to invade the forest. But when the roots touch the ground, the deep tremor in the soil makes them instinctively retract. This makes you curious about its origin and everything that happened on that inconspicuous mound. Thirsty Thorn. Can be destroyed by certain power, it feels suspicious and might trigger an event. When crossed by a line, draws moisture from you. I'll accompany you up here for a while where you can try to release Mother's Gift. I'm treating you to this card back. Please try opening it and take a look. Shuffle some random cards into the card pack when connected. You can vaguely see the forest path ahead. There are many protruding branches on the road which can be used to transfer points to allow roots to grow along the road. Toxic spine rat. These prey have grown poisonous spines to resist their hunters, but to us they become nothing more than tools to be exploited. Digestion. Medium-sized creature affected by this card can be absorbed directly. The digestive mucus secreted from the extending roots can break through the stubbornly resistant epidermis of the beast, exposing the living essence of life underneath. Oh, did I just lose it because I didn't grab it? Fuck. Benediction. Connecting to it grants abilities of the Great Mother. A passage that connects to the altar. Conquer. As your tendrils stretch out, you can feel the bareness of this land. Arid sand marks its features. In the midst of it all, a dead tree stands out, drawing your attention. The sharp cracks of the tendrils brushing against the dead branches startles the gathered birds. It is then that you realize what drew you in. The blood is calling to you. Once the flock disperses, a broken corpse is revealed before you. As the branches snap, it falls, sends a jolt through your two tendrils. I can check, which will shuffle body fragments, or I can self-spread and get blood. This body fragments? Village seemed to be abandoned by the humans, but the well here can lead to the altar. You can be born from here next time. Pay attention to your blood consumption and take my nectar. If your blood is insufficient, you can also take the initiative to return. By the way, you have to be careful of those intelligent creatures in this forest. Even if they are very weak. Hehe. Nectar! Yeah, so I missed grabbing a card. That kind of sucked. What does this do? Reduces blood consumption by 10 points upon spread. After replacement connection, you can actively return to the altar and will be stored upon returning. Do I have to play the card? It doesn't look like I can get anywhere. Trust you haven't forgotten. Offer your blood, then step once more into the forest. When the water runs dry and the blood brims, you shall return. Such is Mother's deepest yearning. Worry not. The blood you collected from the surface will be stored here ready for your offering to Mother. Small ritual. Gain a card back when connected. Accept this rare gift. You found the lost gift. Residue is useless. Insect net. Path of Corruption. Growth 1 reduces the blood consumption by 20 points upon spread. Corruption, the roots will act spontaneously. Discovery shuffles some cards into the card packs when connected. You can vaguely see the forest path ahead. Disguise. A disguise torn open by you. Don't just believe what you see with your eyes. Oh, that made me lose some water. And squeak! What the hell did that strange man do? Damn. You want me to open these packs? Oh, you can accidentally drop roots? Ugh. That sucks. Heckin' rocks. Cool. Ow, it's like two cards. This curious creature tilts its head as it looks at you, showing no fear or hostility. She's sleepy and has not realized you yet. Maybe some small animals can attract her? Human? Resembles a human, but its species is currently unconfirmed. Strange animals. However, human souls seem to only appear in this forest. Her small eyes were tightly locked on her roots, but there was no trace of timidity. Humidity. I'm pronouncing this word wrong. Ignore me. Where were there a bunch of deer together? That's not good. My sandwich in the severed limbs. There's a fragile rock here. I will definitely be able to escape. Tattered street signs have vaguely unfamiliar text and patterns on them, but for some reason the meaning is clear in my mind before I read them. It says fragile rocks, but I can't get past it. Rat captures her attention and then she turns to look at you. Huh? A walking root? You have a nice smell, like many kinds of smells, such as rat? Could it be that you are actually a rat, but you clearly look like a tree root, right? I don't understand. I'm thirsty and tired now. Can I take a rest on your branch? To go back to your side? Canyon. Strange animal that harbors human souls that she seems to have developed some kind of innocent trust in us. Jackal, tracking. Track the bleeding carts nearby and eat them. Thick skin cannot be directly connected, can be removed by digestion. These hungry and cunning beasts are not only difficult to capture, but also destroy our prey's roots and snatch it away. If we can't strike first, maybe some code? Color equals number sign FF0000. Bait is also strong enough to kill? Is that supposed to be like that? I'm pretty sure I just use digestion on it, right? I didn't read that fast enough. Damn. They were fellow predators, a group of hungry jackals gnawing on the broken limbs on the ground. Frog. Small creature can be captured directly and serves as a blood bag. Contains a small amount of blood and provides 1 point of blood per second. Laying eggs. When connected, generates 1 to 3 tadpoles. Small creatures can be seen everywhere in the forest, and they can easily be picked up by simply stretching out the roots and turned into the blood we need. I not go anywhere over here. What's this? Ah. Fruit. Shuffle in some erosion. It's so dark. I feel like something is watching us, sneaking around. Strong aroma of blood lipids wafts over, a smell that feels familiar to you. In your thoughts, a four-legged wooden table appears on which lies a beige tablecloth. Compared to the steaming food, the plates holding them are far more eye-catching than a large piece of bread soaked in soup. Although you can't understand this human memory, you truly feel hunger. You eagerly want to find a wooden table of your own, skipping the tablecloth or any boring bread as long as it's fresh creatures, whether two-legged or four-legged. Painted wellspring. Suspicion. Might trigger an event. Faith is drying up like water. Only by changing your mind and serving the new master can you survive. Gushing blood nourishes the roots and you feel something filling the void left by the blood loss. Listen attentively and the path forward will become clear. New feature unlocked. At the start of each run, you may select a vessel to summon your roots, earn inspiration points through various means. Once complete, the mother shall reveal her will. Blood Vein Ranger. A treacherous fire consumes the faint glow of the stars, its warmth mingling with the soft breeze of the night. In the flickering firelight, a cluster of plants shivers, sensing the approaching flames. The scent reaches you, a blend of anxiety and dread, a silent mourning for the death of their kind. Don't mind moving through the torches, even though they repulse you. Pray to shuffle indigestion, self-spread to shuffle firefly. Digestion. Pay little attention to the cluster of plants. Instead, your curiosity lies on what lurks beyond the torchlights in the dark. However, you glean something valuable from the tears of other plants. Tentacle. Thick skin. Cannot be directly connected. Cannot be removed. Can be removed by digestion. Mimicry. This is not a real creature. Crazily squirming, wet tentacles are covered with digestive mucus that can be used as a catalyst, but there seems to be some huge existence hidden under the tentacle. Flesh chunks. Perfectly preserved. Even though it has been separated into small pieces of flesh and the fragrance of blood has not dissipated for a long time, you can tell that the delicious corpses on the ground originated from the same human being. There seems to be a familiar sound. Hola, you are back. Old scroll. Evil contract. When placed, gain 2 inspiration, but there is a 50% chance to shuffle evil into the deck. Its probability increases with each ancient scroll placed in the game. Ancient knowledge is recorded within, but casual reading may summon equally ancient twisted entities. Squeak? Ow. Hunger, but the smell. There must be so many rats ahead. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the owl. This human-flavored mouse is good? What? Fresh corpse with blood gushing out. Here stands an inconspicuous cabin, almost blending into the darkness of the forest. The footprints on the ground suggest someone has been here recently. The sign of the door is severely weathered, but the numbers 1432 are still faintly visible. The omen begins to reveal itself. But what is the omen? soil still excludes a clammy stench with blood from the corpses filling the ruts and dragons. Amidst the numerous traces of humans, you notice the presence of many rodent tracks mingled in. One body fragments or get blood. Roots delve deep in the ground, drawing in the blood that has seeped into the soil. Figure leans there, draped in black feathers like a storm-drenched night. The storm-drenched night, the reek of blood seeps from between its feathers, and its hoarse breath betrays a body of the brink of death. This is the form you've taken this time. You want my blood? Be my guest. Struggled to get here, wings broken, head spinning, blood nearly drained. Well then, I'll give you some advice. Don't get caught up in your duty. We're all the same in the end. Offer him blood. My thanks. Your favor will not be forgotten. Sipping the gifted blood, it carefully looks over the roots, draining all of the blood. It bows its head in a grave salute and vanishes into darkness. Native. A coral tree, peril is coming. These roots are claws of demons, harbingers of calamity. Took that much of my water. God damn. Laura! Oh, there you are. How does it feel to drink blood? Don't worry, I'll be here from now on, offering you guidance. Bloodvein Stone can be customized during the spawn area selection. It will be permanently active once carried, but requires a corresponding cost. Pardon that. Grave Lily. When connected, generate erosion. Put these near rocks. Plants often found around graveyards appears beautiful, yet tastefully aggressive, feeding on the nutrients of the dead. So for example, if I put this here, that gave me a digestion, not... Didn't give me erosion. Maybe it did? Oh, already out of water? God damn. Bloodstone. Fake blood condensed under the moonlight to form a dark crystal block. If it is destroyed, the bloodstone contained in it can be obtained. We use outside of the game to unlock cards. Awesome. It also looks like this is a dead end over here. I want to eat this person. Bloodsuckers, you will be cursed. Curse you to be drowned in your own blood. Giant tree, the forest appreciates your action. Accept your reward. I guess the tree's somewhere over here. Alright, we have erosion in our deck. What are the odds we can draw it to get past random mass rock? Not actually gonna help me. I've been over here before. Why did that? The Rat King. Ow. Such a scaredy rat. You think you're the smartest one here, don't you? I wouldn't dare, my king. I honestly don't know how it got here. Takes a small step back, its claws scratching the ground. Its intent to escape, it's obvious, but there's nowhere to go. Shut up, I'll rip out that lying tongue of yours. The withered fire flickers in the king's eyes, and the swarm of rats hold their breath as if witnessing a miracle. Almighty Mother, on the sacred altar of blood and soul. What? No! Allow me to be your true form. No! The incarnation of hunger and terror. No! No! Power might be enough to command the rats to submit, but in your presence, every inch of its enlarging body looks stupid and clumsy. This giant rat is beyond normal sense, has devoured many lives to grow to this day. However, no matter what kind of life it is, as long as it is captured, it would still be turned into food for us. Squeak? Its massive body crumbles under your grasp, fragile like a wax sculpture. The rats scatter from the shattered corpse, their fears and despair resounding in the cave. Its feeble breaths sound like its choking sobs of a life fading away. It has fallen silent, and even if it still breathes, there is no hope left. Under the moonlight shining through the shades of the trees, it looked very funny with its paws raised in the air and bowed to the ground as if it was worshipping us. There is no expression on the face that is close to the earth, only the fear in the world. Am I allowed to have the rat and the owl as a companion? There's a rat queen. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with the owl. How do I... How do I take care of it? Pouring rain only fuels the fire, which is dancing to the rhythm of the drums. Creatures are chanting their obscure prayers, gazing reverently toward the other side of the cliff, oblivious to your presence. You don't mind this kind of welcome ceremony. The only annoyance is that they're aiming in the wrong direction. Connecting to it grants the abilities of the Great Mother. Conquer! Beneath the towering pile of bones, you catch the sound of scurrying rats. The bones collapse, the rats scatter in panic, leaving behind a peculiar warm stone. Check, shuffle. Self-spread, shuffle. When your tendrils make contact with the stone, a memory of the rat surfaces in your mind, and at the end you see yourself. Tree roots withered instantly, leaching out a very small amount of blood. Fuck, we're out of water. Bet. $3,000 blood earned in that run. That one was pretty good. what you've brought back. It's not just a clot of blood. In dreams, come close to the mother's dreams, and their blood eventually crystallizes into this form like those relics. All blood, all dreams will eventually return to Mother. Thus, the stone holds unique significance. Excited? Imagine how many secrets it can reveal. And I brought back 2. Life did not begin in the ocean, but in the forest. Oh, it seems the sealed areas have been stirred by some calling. Remarkable move, isn't it? This well reaches to the outer bounds of Mother's dreams. A well of dreams, you can retrieve things to help you. Just a glimpse is enough to witness its magnificence. I'm curious to see the path you will take. The omen begins to reveal itself. Complete the omen. What is the omen? Make 2 trades in the dream well. Complete the sacrifice on the mountain. Complete 2 trades in the dream well. There's only 1 right now, so... This omen begins to reveal itself, and now that one is locked. Forsaken item. This human once thought could escape all of this and find peace. The darkness of the force eventually consumed. At least now he can find peace in eternal sleep. Blood vein, recycle. Digestion and acid soil will now give you residue after using them. It's nice. Alright everyone, I'm gonna stop there for now. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you all next time.